A young man worked hard at planting vegetables at his backyard. He prepared the ground, mixed the manure, and planted the vegetables. His neighbor came over and spoke with him. "Don't you think you're working too hard?" But the man said, "It's my pleasure to grow organic vegetables at my backyard. I love the freshness," continued the man. The neighbor laughed awkwardly. "You love the freshness." "I love the freshness, too. Only I can't slave like this just to get some fresh vegetables." Over the next couple of days, his neighbor often stops by in the evening and chats endlessly as the man did his work. "You can get a good garden for yourself," the man suggested. "Can't find the time. This work is stressful," the neighbor replied. Over the next couple of days, the neighbor will pass by. Poor man, he thought. Look how he slaved for ordinary fresh vegetables. About 2 months later, the man's garden was filled with fresh vegetables. The neighbor looked out the window and was surprised. "These fruits are soft and succulent. I would love to have a taste." But he was too ashamed to beg the man for some. So that night, while the man slept, the neighbor secretly went to the man's garden and stole some vegetables. In the morning, the man was crying for his losses, and the neighbor was watching him from his window while dancing and rejoicing in the evening. The man saw his neighbor and told him what had happened to his garden. The neighbor shook his head and started cursing at the thief. "That thief must be caught. He deserves to go to jail." "How do you intend catching this thief?" his neighbor asked. "I will place some thorns at the entrance of the garden. The unsuspecting thief will match on it and wouldn't walk again." The man said that evening the neighbor helped him place the iron thorns at the entrance of his garden. On reaching the house, the neighbor laughs. "You are such a fool. Now I know your secrets. I can even steal all your vegetables without you catching me." The neighbor laughed. At 1:08 a.m., while the man was asleep, the neighbor again tiptoed into the garden, avoiding the thorns. He stole the vegetables. Unknown to him, the man had installed a tiny hidden camera after he helped him put the thorns in place. When the morning came, the man was furious when he saw his fresh vegetables were stolen again. He checked the camera footage on his phone and was shocked and betrayed to see that it was his neighbor that had stolen his vegetables. He immediately called the police. The neighbor was arrested after the man presented his evidence to the police. Never disclose your security plans to anyone. Just because you think he's a kind neighbor